I just want somebody to explain something to me like I'm 5 years old. Okay? Now, D'Angelo Russell was not an all-star last year, uh, and is considered to be basically a decent NBA player and a terrible defender. Okay? LeBron James is considered to be the greatest player in NBA history, and according to uh, his fans, still in his prime, or still certainly, in the conversation of the best players in the league. Okay. In D'Angelo Russell's uh, 22 starts this year, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who were one of the worst teams in the league last year, by the way, and it's not like much change from last year's team. Okay. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 12-10. In LeBron James' 16 starts, the Los Angeles Lakers are 10-6. So the T-Wolves are 2 games ahead in the win column, 4 games behind in the loss column. The Timberwolves are 2 games behind the Los Angeles Lakers in both of those players' respective starts. But the Lakers have enjoyed the easiest schedule in the league so far. Minnesota Timberwolves have had a substantially more difficult schedule. Okay? How is it that the Lakers playing against the second easiest schedule in the league and playing alongside Anthony Davis in his prime, how is it that the Lakers are only 10-6? I mean, I'm just asking. How is it the Lakers are only 10-6? The Lakers now have 2 Mr. Triple Doubles. Eye-popping stats. Didn't LeBron have his 100th triple double the other day? I mean, I just, it's just amazing what he can do at this age. It's just amazing. And here's little D-Lo. The Minnesota Timberwolves, D-Lo came back the other night, held the T-Wolves held the Portland Trail Blazers to under 100 points, I believe. They had been giving up 120 points per game in the 3 games prior that D-Lo missed. I want you to look at these field goal percentages. Okay? Those of you that discount Kobe as being the GOAT because his field goal percentage is 45% as opposed to LeBron. Look at that field goal percentage. Look at the disparity between D'Angelo Russell and LeBron. Okay? Across the board, LeBron's stats are substantially better. More points, more rebounds. LeBron has more assists. LeBron has more clutch points. And I'm a big fan of clutch scoring. LeBron has more clutch points. Why do the 2 teams? Why are the 2 teams responding so differently to these 2 players on the court? Why are the Minnesota Timberwolves playing so much better when D'Lo is on the court compared to LeBron, especially given the talent LeBron has at his disposal? I mean, it's It's not. I mean, D'Lo actually, D'Lo has fewer turnovers, and he shoots a little bit better from the free throw line. And LeBron's not actually shooting bad. He's not really shooting poorly from the free throw line this year. Surprise, surprise. Okay, he's having a hell of a season. But we're hearing rumblings of blowing up the team, and I mean, even in the last couple games that Russell Westbrook, I mean, when Anthony Davis was injured, I mean, you still got Russ, right? You still got Russ. D'Angelo Russell belongs in the MVP conversation, okay? And LeBron James does not, okay? The term valuable connotes the player's the player's impact on winning. D'Angelo Russell is having it. LeBron is not. Okay? You guys, listen, it is possible to accumulate stats and not actually impact winning. It's possible. How do you do that? Because you're not doing the little things. You're taking plays off. Okay? Diving for loose balls. It's the effort you make that don't really show up in the box score. That's what impacts winning. And that's more important than the missed shot that LeBron will take that D'Lo won't. LeBron shoots easier shots. Okay? I mean, he's actually taken more threes this year. But, just the nature of LeBron's games, that a large percentage of his games are going to be getting in the lane and driving to the basket. He still does that better than anyone else in the league. Okay? Whereas D'Lo is, creating from the elbow or from 20 feet out beyond the 3-point line, putting stress on the other team's defense. More difficult shots. It's not about the field goal percentage. It's not the field goal percentage. It's an overall comprehensive. I'm going to tell you, by my metric, D'Angelo Russell is one of the best players in the league. Now, as I roll that off my tongue, I don't actually believe it, but I will say that he has most definitely been one of the most impactful players in the league. Angelo Russell is not as good a player as Anthony Davis. He's not as good a player as, a lot of players in the league. He's not. Okay? But I'm talking about impact. And that's far more important. It's far more important. There's no reason that the Los Angeles Lakers should be basically a 500 team struggling against Detroit if you have the greatest player in NBA history and he's still basically in his prime and he's putting up basically the same stat line that he's always put up his entire career. And by the way, I mean, LeBron is achieving these stats. He's taken like 8 games off. Not more than that. It's more like 10, 12 games off. So he's getting a lot of rest. Okay? I would think that his team would be playing better. But it's not. D'Angelo Russell is having a hell of a season, and he is most definitely an all-star. Most definitely. And I think he should get some MVP consideration. if he continues at this rate. If the T-Wolves finish 500 this year, D'Angelo Russell should get some MVP consideration.